Assalamu alaikum students, I hope you all are great. So before starting my new lesson, I would like to give a brief recap of my previous lesson. As you all know that we have started our new chapter in my previous lesson, that is about the CPU, chapter number 3. And I told you all the functions that a CPU means central processing units perform. We have discussed that CPU is known as the brain of the computer and it performs all the same functions just like the brain does in our human body. As we know that the brain controls all the functions of the human body and a human being cannot work even if there is no brain. Similarly, if there is no CPU, then we cannot work on the computer. CPU does not only controls all the working of the computer, but it also maintains the flow of information between different parts of the computer. I gave you an example that if you want to if you want to print something, then you will first type that data or enter that data with the help of the keyboard. That is an input device. CPU will process it and it will display the output on the monitor, that is the output, and then we can print it on the printer. So as you can see, it is connecting all the devices. If you have ever seen the CPU in a reality, so you can find all the wires of all the parts of the computer connects to the CPU. Then we have discussed the 3 important functions of the CPU that it performs. Number 1, arithmetic logical unit. Number 2, memory unit. And the number 3 is control unit. Okay, so arithmetic logical unit basically deals with the operations. We can solve all kinds of the arithmetical and mathematical calculations just like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, percentage, and all the logical reasoning things with the help of the CPU. Then is control unit. It controls the inflow of the information from one part of the computer to the other part of the computer, just like I elaborated you the example of the printer and the keyboard, that it is connecting the keyboard with the printer. Then we have the memory unit. With the help of the memory unit, we can store any kind of the data in our system. That's all from the previous lesson. Let's start today's lesson. Today we are going to discuss some of the storage devices. Disk drives are attached to the CPU. Disk drives are called the storage devices. They are either housed within the computer or in an external box. So we can, this is known as hard disk drive. So we can store the data in our different kinds of drives. Some of the drives are internally based just like hard disk. Some of the devices are connected to the computer or externally based just like the USB, CD and DVD. So storage devices number 1 is CD. In our times when I was using the computer, so we have such kind of the things that is known as a CD. CD was kind of the device in which we were able to store the data, in which we were able to store anything, just like this. This is the CD. आजकल CD ज़्यादातर available नहीं होती, but that was a kind of the data device in which we were used to save our data. Different CDs have different memories, just like our mobile phones memory, that is a 64 GB or 128 GB and 256 GB. And the CD were used to insert in the CD drive. Then we have the DVD. DVD is also kind of the CD, but its size was larger, its storage capacity was larger as compared to the CD. DVDs are still available In the past, a few years back, when there was movies and the other important videos, people used to store them on their DVDs or the CDs. But now we have the facility of the Google Drives, etc. So we can share the information now on the social media too. But there was not a social media emphasis on that time, so that's why people were used to store data on the CD and the DVD. So DVD were used to play on the DVD drive. Next was the USB. USB is still available, but this is the USB. I can show you. This is the CD, this is the DVD, and this is the USB. USB storage are of the different kinds. Some of the USB are 64 GB, some of the USBs are 2028, some of the USBs are 256 even. So it depends on the various different sizes that how much data you can store in it. Let's read it out now. Let me fix up my tripod first. Yes. The hard disk drive are usually made up of several disks. This is the hard disk drive. This is the largest one, and it comprises of more than one disk. The disks are sealed in an airtight case to protect them from dust. Each disk stores data, which increases storage capacity. Data and programs stored on the hard disk can be accessed quickly. So this is the hard disk drive, and hard disk contains of more than one disk. अच्छा, अब जो hard disk होती है उसको proper एक उसकी packing होती है, so that the dust cannot reach them and it may not be worn out. And it contains a lot amount of the data, and data can be accessed very easily. Even you can carry your data with you if you carry any hard disk. The CD drives enables us to create CD-ROMs and audio CDs. We can copy and save data on CDs. This is the CD was just established that we can copy any kind of the data in them. Actually, this is the era of the time ना, हर एक era होता है. सबसे पहले कैसेट होती थी गानों की, ठीक है, किसी भी चीज़ की, नातों की. Then we had the CDs. CDs was the latest form of the cassettes, you can say. In the cassette we cannot copy anyone with the help of the system. Cassette में भी आवाज़ भरी जाती थी ऑडियो, लेकिन उसका प्रोसीजर थोड़ा लेंथी होता था. But in the when the CD came, so it was a very good invention, so that it is very easy to carry, it is very lightweight. But the only thing you have to care about the CD, that it is a very shiny material, so you should not touch it on from every side. You can only hold it from the middle part where the hole is available, or you can hold it from its edges. You should not touch its middle part, so your data can be raised. Then after the CD, DVD came, because it was necessary to find out the device whose storage capacity will be much larger as compared to the CD drive. So for this purpose, DVD drive was found out. DVD drive is used to save and read the data on DVDs. We can store large amount of data such as films on DVD. So DVD size is usually larger than that of the DVDs, CDs, and you can store games, songs, music, even movies too. So USB port. What is the USB port? USB port is a part of the system unit and is linked to the CPU. We can attach input and output devices and the USB flash drive to the USB port. Let me show you the picture. So this is the CPU, you can say, and these are all the USB port in which you can insert your USB and do your work, and you can detach your USB very easily. USB is one of the fine invention related to the computer, because we can carry a huge amount of the information or the data in our pockets because its size is very small. Hold CDs and DVDs from the edges or the hole in the center. That's what I told you. DVD stands for digital versatile disc. Now this is the work that you will do right now. You have to draw the lines on where you will be placed. Just like this is the port for the CD. This is the port for the DVD too. This is the USB port. Okay, now come to the page number 24. I hope you can see it clearly. I was just fixing my tripod. Yes. Take true and false. The arithmetic logic units performed all the mathematical collection. That is true. I elaborated you earlier. The arithmetic logical unit selects the keyboard. This is false, because arithmetic logical unit is just related to the mathematical calculation. It is not related to the functions of the keyboard or directing them or providing them the instruction. The disk in the hard disk drive are unprotected. This is false. The disk in the hard disk drive are protected in the, okay, आपने tick the correct statement करनी है. This was a correct statement. The control unit contains instruction for processing data. The control unit controls the communication. This is right. We can store films on DVDs. There is not enough space on DVD for film. The first option is right, because we can store it. We can only attach a USB flash drive to the USB port. We can attach input and output devices as well. Yes. So this is a very important thing, that with the help of the USB port, we can attach a keyboard there. We can attach a mouse there. So this is a multi-purpose port, you can say. Okay. Now you will write the question number 1. Write the answer of the question number 1 on your copy. Question number 1 on the page number 25 is, why is the CPU called the brain of the computer? Let me explain it to you. CPU is called the brain of the computer because it controls and processes all the information of the computer. Okay. Number 2, name the 3 components of the computer. As we all know that 3 main components of the computers are ALU, arithmetic logical unit, CU, control unit, and MU, memory unit. Okay. So you will do it. I am giving you in the classwork. If you have any query regarding today's lesson, so feel free to ask. Thank you everyone.